Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to go through my YouTube analytics and tell you how much I get paid as a small finance YouTuber. Typically I make content all about reaching financial independence using index funds and property, so it's a bit different to my usual type of video. However, one thing I do speak about is some of the income streams that I've introduced to my life that help speed up my process towards financial independence. Now, since starting my channel on the 21st of May 2020, I can't believe that I am already monetized. What this means is adverts are now shown before, during and after my videos, and I get a cut of how much the companies pay to advertise around my videos. Before we go through any analytics, I'm going to go through the monetization thresholds that you need to reach to be able to have adverts shown on your videos. So currently there are two thresholds that you need to meet. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. Now once you achieve these goals, you'll be notified by YouTube that you can now apply for the monetization process. It's really simple to do. You can just click apply now and go through the step-by-step process. You will need to set up a Google AdSense account. For any of you that don't already know, Google actually own YouTube, so any money I make off of my YouTube account goes via my Google AdSense account. So once accepted, you are part of the YouTube Partner Program. So you and YouTube are now business partners. So as I mentioned earlier, I document all of my income streams here on my YouTube channel, and by doing this, I've actually created a new income stream in the form of my ad revenue from YouTube. There are also other income streams that have come from having my channel, including affiliate links and referral codes. Let's now head over onto my YouTube studio and take a closer look at my analytics. Okay, so you're now in my YouTube studio. Now this is the sort of behind the scenes of my YouTube channel, where it gives me all of the details and information that I need to help me grow my YouTube channel more. This is the dashboard you're seeing first of all, which gives some basic information about my last video, the performance of it, my current subscriber count, which at the moment is 1959. I'm so close to that 2000. But the main thing you're here for is to go through my analytics. Now, by default, YouTube shows me my last 28 days of performance. It shows me my views, which is 7.8k. It then shows me watch time hours, so now I'm getting almost 600 hours per 4 weeks of watch time on my videos. It then shows me my subscriber count, so it's up 151. It then shows me a past performance of the last 48 hours, so this is a much more immediate performance graph. You will usually see peaks at prime time, so for example from around 6 to about 10 PM. So next up, if we go over to reach, so in the last 4 weeks my videos have come up as a potential result for people 107,000 times. Now of those impressions, 5.3% of you clicked through to watch my videos. Now from my research, this is fairly okay. YouTube say a good click-through rate is anywhere between 2 and 10%. So you can see that of those 107,000 impressions, that has turned into 7.8k views. And then from those 7.8k views, 4.9 of them are from unique viewers. Next up is engagement. So again, I've had almost 600 hours of watch time, and then my average view duration is 4 minutes and 33 seconds, which bear in mind that most of my videos are somewhere in the region of 6 to 8 minutes. This is actually not too bad. Now one reason why my watch hours will have gone down is you can see down here that I've reduced my posting schedule. So before I was posting twice a week. I have decided to go back down to once a week. The reason being is I was just struggling to keep up with putting content out. You won't believe how much time I actually spend making a video, probably a bit too much. I would estimate that I spend between 6 to 9 hours on a video. That is with research, with recording, with editing, with all of the social side of things, getting the thumbnails ready. It is a very time consuming process. Next up is my audience. So first of all, you can see a graph of new returning visitors. You can also see that my subscriber count is actually down by 21% over the last 4 weeks. I'm not surprised by this because, as I said, I'm now making less content. So just before I go on to the final tab, which is revenue, which I'm sure is the one most of you are here to see, I'm just going to quickly show you the views and the impressions since the lifetime of this channel. I've got 81.1 thousand views, which I still cannot believe. You think that would would be a football stadium absolutely full to the brim, and a very large one at that. I've had 5.5 thousand hours worth of watch time. I've reached 2,000 subscribers, which you know is not strictly true, as I'm actually at 1959. Next up, if we go to reach, now you can see I've reached almost 1 million people. Now this is not quite as exciting as it sounds. This is how many times my videos has been shown as a potential video to watch. Unfortunately, of those almost million impressions, 4.9% of them chose to click on my video and watch it, which equates to just over 81,000 views. The final thing to talk about just before my revenue is this spike in impressions here. Why is this? And the reason for it is I actually started paying for some advertising on YouTube just before Christmas, probably around here somewhere. The reason I was doing that is I was working towards building my subscribers and my hours to reach my monetization goals. So finally, after all of that, we're going to head over to my revenue tab. So first of all, let me just change it to last 7 days so it doesn't spoil it straight away, but we're going to head over to revenue. So over the last 7 days, you can see I've made just the one video and I've made £13.42p. So you can see each day I'm making around £2-ish. So £2.09, £2.7, £2.72. So that sort of range. Now RPM, as you can see here, means revenue per mil. Now this tells you how much you earned per 1,000 views. YouTube explains to calculate your RPM, your estimated revenue is divided by your total views for the same period of time. And then finally we have my CPM. Now CPM stands for cost per mil. So the explanation for this one is it tells you how much advertisers paid per 1,000 monetized playbacks. So basically advertisers pay more money to get in front of certain audiences. Now where I'm quite lucky is finance and property, and all of the things that I talk about on my channel, they demand quite a high CPM. The reason being is because these companies want to get in front of people like you that are interested in investing and properties and all these sort of things. So my CPM is £14.05, which again is pretty good, to be honest. So finally we're going to go to a custom date range, which is from the 15th of February, as I know this was the first day that I reached monetization. So since the very first day that I've been monetized, I've made £134.69, which is awesome. I wouldn't want to work out my hourly wage because I can't imagine probably the hundreds of hours I've spent on creating this content, but the fact is I didn't create the YouTube channel to actually make money. I created the YouTube channel to share my passion about finance and about creating better futures for ourselves. So you can see on the very first day I was monetized, Monday the 15th of February, I made £1.47. Now it sounds like such a tiny amount, but I was absolutely over the moon of making that amount. This to me was around 9 or 10 months of hard work creating content consistently until I finally saw my first amount that I earned in a day. You often see the money goes up on days that I actually post a video, but the highest day I've had is £3.98. Before I go on, can you leave a comment below if this is more or less than you expected to see? I'd be really interested in hearing this. So next up, my RPM over the last couple of months averages out to £7.46, and then finally my CPM is down to £12.30. So the good news is it seems that my CPM is increasing over time, which is a good thing. Well, it's a good thing for me anyway, because as my CPM increases, I am earning more money per 1,000 views. So next week, I'll be back to my usual content talking about index funds, financial independence, property, and all of that sort of stuff. So if you'd like to hear more all about this, don't forget you can hit that subscribe button below. Apart from that, I hope to see you on another one of my videos very soon. Take care, guys.